Wozolo. I'm in a place known as Vidin, Bulgaria, and there's this incident trending in Kenya. The bus belonging to Tahmid and one truck that carries Mira or something. So I have seen a lot of questions in very many pages, the bus pages, the truck pages, and very many other road ambassadors, road safety ambassadors, highlighting and asking who is at fault, who is wrong, who should have done what, who should have not done what, is this punishment necessary or not. So let me tell you one thing. According to the question on this, you see this, there's this photo you can see here. Somebody asked experts, tell us who is at wrong. Is it the truck, why and how? Is it the bus, why and how? Is it the broken down truck, why and how? So my answer, I'm not an expert, but I can give some small ideas. The fault there belongs to everybody and everything. Number one, we start with KENHA, Kenya National Highways Authority. They are wrong because that is a highway road. We call them highway in Kenya. But as you can see, it doesn't have a shoulder enough to allow vehicles that have broken down to pave way for clearance of the road. So KENHA should have made sure that whenever they are constructing roads, especially highways, they have at least enough shoulder that can hold a truck or any vehicle outside. And if they can't do that, number two, the National Transport and Safety Authority should make sure and should ensure that they have a safety vans and safety surveillance that when a vehicle breaks down in the middle of the road, it should not stay there for more than 2 hours maximum. That is, if it's a problem that a mechanic from the company of the broken vehicle can handle, he should be given a maximum of 2 hours, or let's say 3 hours in this case. That in those 3 hours, if it is repairable at the place where it has broken down, so be it, let it be repaired. But if it cannot be repaired at that position, they should make sure that the NTSA have got towing vehicles ready to tow any vehicle that breaks down on the road and endangers any other road users at the cost of the owner of the truck or the vehicle that has broken down. So KENHA at a fault, NTSA at fault, National Police Service Kenya, maybe that is the traffic unit. Again, you are at a fault because I'm very sure for that broken down vehicle, it had lasted there for a long time. You never cared about the safety of other road users, all because maybe it's a broken down vehicle that belongs to a big company. In quotes, in Kenya we have big companies that are untouchable. So you risk the lives of all other road users because, you know, when you touch this company, you'll be transferred to a hardship area, or maybe your madaraka will be lowered, or some bullshit thinking. So KENHA problem, NTSA problem, National Police Service problem. We come to the broken vehicle. Again, problem because when your vehicle breaks down, number one, you ring to your supervisor and give the information. Hello, my truck has broken down for 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons. After calling the your supervisor should arrange on how, number one, you are going to be maybe towed and removed from the road to a safer place, or number two, how a mechanic will reach you in the shortest time possible to repair your truck, maybe for the first aid and get you to a safer place. All this to ensure that other road users are safe. Again, another wrong is that for the bus. As according to this photo, you can see, whenever you're a truck driver, whenever you are a driver, not a truck driver, whenever you're a driver, and you see that there's something, of course, I can see a chevron there. In that picture, I can see a chevron. So once you see a chevron, and maybe the vehicle that has broken down takes some part of the road, number one that you should do as a driver is reduce the speed and make sure you put what we call the emergency blinkers, emergency lights, or hazard lights as you call them down there. So when you are on hazard lights, any normal driver from behind cannot overtake you unless he knows where you've put the blinkers and how safe he should or she should overtake you. So again, the bus driver, you are at fault. You never put the blinkers, hazard blinkers. Another fault by the driver is whenever you are being overtaken, you only have two obligations. Obligation number one, either reduce your speed so that the vehicle that is overtaking you overtakes you. You know why you have to do this? Because remember, if you think you are fast enough, before the vehicle that is behind you and wants to overtake you overtakes you, it has come from a distance. I'm very sure you should have seen it from the rear view mirrors that there's a vehicle indicating to overtake from her behind. What does that mean? It means the speed that you are driving at is at lower, and maybe the vehicle that is behind you wants to move fast. Whether you are at a speed limit that maybe, assume the vehicle should run at 110 kilometers per hour, 90 kilometers or 80 kilometers per hour in this case, and you are at the maximum, that is 80 kilometers per hour, but that does not justify that you should not allow other vehicles to overtake you. If they are overspeeding, that is not your call. That is not your call. It is for the National Police Service and maybe the NTSA to deal with reckless drivers and overspeeding drivers, not you. So when a vehicle comes from your behind, remember it has come, and now it feels that you are obstructing it. Just either reduce your speed so that the vehicle can overtake you safely, or maintain the speed you are moving at, not racing. You understand? So if you're doing 80, at least keep that 80 or reduce, but not doing 85, 90 just because another vehicle is overtaking you and you feel like you should not be overtaken. So bus driver at a fault. And lastly, the other fault is for the truck. As for the truck, overtaking and no, I don't think, actually in this case, I don't think the truck has a fault. Number one, because I don't know what speed the bus was doing. I'm assuming maybe it was doing less than 80 and maybe the truck was doing 80 and it had the right to overtake, because I don't see a continuous yellow line as they are in East. If there is a continuous yellow line, because now I'm on this video making it and I cannot refresh to go back and see and then proceed with the video. If there is no broken lines, it is the bus driver that failed to indicate. Remember, I always say drivers communicate by 3 things. Number 1, the lights. Number 2, hand signals. And number 3, maybe some light hootings for information or for alerting 1, 2, 3. So if you didn't put the emergency blinkers, how do you want the driver from behind to understand that there is something that is not normal on the road? So all faults go to Tahimid bus driver, NTSA, National Police Service, Kenha. And for the truck, if it was overspeeding now, that's when it comes into the fault. Otherwise, that is my simple assumption, my simple checking 1 2 1 2 humu na mlee. Sijui kizungu imekuwa ni nyingi, na maanisha hivi, wote wako na makosa. Kenha mko na makosa, NTSA mko na makosa, mapolisi mko na makosa, dereva basi ya Tahimidi mko na makosa, abiria pia mlobeba mko na makosa, maana yake mwezi rekebisha dereva wenu akiendesha segemnege, na pia lori kama ali overtake mahali penye kuna continuous white line ama yellow line ako na makosa. Kama penye ali overtake hakuna broken line, hakuna continuous line and iko broken, dereva lori hana makosa, maana yake huenda ikawa hakuona chenye kiko mbele na ilikuwa dereva wa basi ndiye anaona chenye kiko mbele, na therefore alikuwa ni amuashiria kwa mataa ya emergency light ama blinkers ukipenda hazard, kwamba hapa kuna kaa segemnege, hufai ku overtake. But kwamba una overtakewa na unafeel uko na kiburi, basi haifai kupita na gari ya mirao, unaanza kurace, hiyo ni upumbavu. Actually your driver's license should be cancelled for like 2 years, na ufanye refresher course ndio urudi kwa barabara. Umebeba mioyo ya watu zaidi ya 40. Most of the Tahimid buses venye najua zimebebaga kuanzia 40 to 45 passengers or more, I don't know. But imagine gari kwa full load, abiria 45, unahatarisha maisha yako kwa sababu ya ujinga wako. Kuna basi skani unasikia uchungu kupitwa na Isuzu FSR Maifarar funda. Anyway, maisha noma ya, do whatever you want to do, but again, just know choices have consequences. Choices have consequences. Sambla dia.